think he's just beginning to play with a bit more freedom. I did worry a little bit about him last year.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I think a lot of attention has shied away from Josh Rock and maybe to some extent one or two other players as well. But yeah, I think he'll be maybe grateful to an extent that Littler has burst onto the scene in the way that he has. Well, Rock is looking at a potential 11 darter after a rather sluggish finish to the opening leg. And once again, he was looking at the bullseye, and once again, he's hit the 25. He's knocking on the door, Glenn.
Yeah, he couldn't get any closer than that well-thrown dart. I wouldn't be too disappointed. However, to turn round and Franz wants 80. You would expect him to get a dart to tops. Now does get a dart to tops. Couldn't put it away in the last leg.
40.
The pair of them are pinging those darts on the wire.
Yeah, this is a concern there for Franz Rutsch. He's missing darts at double four again. It's the MO for Josh Rock. He falls down to double two once more.
On the second leg, Josh.
Yeah, and this time it's a little bit more comfortable for Josh Rock as he opens up a 2-0 lead. But yeah, rather than the potentially more awkward 101. As it is.
62.
Might look at the treble 10 here to leave double 16. Gets it as well.
108.
Really important part of this game now would be a holder throw for Josh Rock. He sat pretty with Franz Rutsch on 96, and it's all about this first dart. Because is it a good marker that he's thinking there, double, or is that a really good mark? However, that decision process needs to be really quick. That's perfect for double 8.
Well, a shame about the way it all ended for Rutsch there, but as you say, it was really intelligent play. The way he just had a little think about it, used that first dart expertly on the treble 20. As it is, Rock, well, that's made it awkward. He's like, yeah, he's going to have to readjust quite significantly here for this double 16.
16.
And maybe went too far the other way.
Yeah, he took the words out of my mouth. I just sense he took a stride maybe too long.
Well, double four, maybe double two here for Franz Rutsch. It's the Josh Rock route to glory so far, or it has been. And Rutsch himself is on double two. And it's another breaker throw. But, well, for all the pressure that Josh Rock has applied, Franz Rutsch has bounced off the ropes every single time so far, and it's he who is down to a finish first on throw.
56.
And the 180s have dried up for Josh Rock all of a sudden.
Should go 12, but again, these players making the decisions there on the hockey. And what happens there is that it affects his routine, it affects his rhythm. That decision should be made when he stood behind Josh.
Yeah. Plan ahead. Stays there. Double 11.
131.
Great attempt by Josh Rock, but it's not enough. And he might not get any reward at all. 3 clear darts at double 20 for a 5-3 lead. And he only needs one, and that is a 13 dart response from Franz Rutsch. This is impressive stuff, and it's bubbling up nicely.
$130. Franz Rutsch 161.
Well, this would be some way to seal the deal, but it's not going to happen for Franz Rutsch in this one. It is about the, well, potentially is all about the
87.
important hold of throw to come if Josh Rock can find this 71. Gets the treble 13 to leave double 16. Dancing all over the hockey at the moment. And he can't find a way through, and that could be the last dart that Josh Rock throws this weekend.
And absolutely fair play to this man. He's going to get a dart for the match. It's tops. Listen to the crowd. What a player. What a win. What a crowd. What an enjoyable game that was. Franz Rutsch, absolute credit to you. And I guess the only person who can tell us that is Dirk himself. But as a dart player, you don't want to give too many weaknesses away. As Daryl hits the first 180 this game. These are the types of finishes he was so adept at. He had one dart, a double 60 in the previous leg. Pretty much the same spot. It wasn't punished by Daryl Gurney. Will it be this time? Starts downstairs. 46 left. He's hit double 18, Dan, more than any other player. That's the 16th time on the European Tour stage he's hit that.
It might be about Daryl, it might be about Dirk, just trying to give himself a moment to make sure that everything is in the right position. the problem with that is when Dirk van Dijvenbode was winning titles left, right and centre and throwing 110 averages, he didn't have to think, it just happens.
Amen.
There's little glimmers. It's not awful from Dirk, but everything seems such hard work. Bullseye for Gurney for 3-1. Super Chin leads by 3 legs to 1. Dirk van Dijvenbode might be growing into this contest. Oh, that's good. Finding an obscure treble 20, potentially 11 darter coming in for Dirk van Dijvenbode. This is encouraging.
180. Dirk, you require 96.
Like I said, throwing every dart with these players, but this is really, really good from Dirk. It was a bit of a masterclass of finishing from Daryl Gurney, but he's withheld that, withstood it. Dirk van Dijvenbode, a beautiful 96 finish there.
Hey, maybe they both end up in the final. A bit like when Rob Cross and Luke Humphries duked it out for a World Cup spot. Gurney is not going to take the 1-2-7.
55.
Dirk van Dijvenbode needs something big and improbable.
Now, why am I thinking Jamie Hughes had to get to a final at Euro 2 for something as well? What a start to this one for Tops. Big moment.
137. Daryl, you require 72.
Well, it was 72 in the last leg for Dirk, which we called a very pivotal moment. Exactly the same scenario. It's double 6 this time. He has been immaculate on his doubles. Centre of the board. Perfect Marcus, surely.
Game on the 8th leg. Daryl.
There's the growl from Gurney. It's 5-3. It may be another limp exit from a European Tour event at the very first hurdle. Double top for Daryl Gurney.
62.
Match start missed, but he will get more.
Yeah, once again, chuntering to himself there, but he's in a fantastic position. He'll go back, but he'll go back to a double. That gave him nightmares in leg 1. But it's not how you start, Daryl. It's how you finish.
Daryl, you require 20.
Been solid, he's been professional. Shoot, that's another great marker. He's had his problems on this double 10. Surely can't get any closer. Oh, I think he nearly did.
No score.
He cannot believe that.
160.
He won't believe this if Dirk takes out 160. I'm not sure Dirk believes he can. Anything is possible. But not that, not now.
88. Daryl, you require 20.
Surely no more issues on this double 10. Make it wider.
Game shot.
Glory, glory, Daryl Gurney in the end. A thoroughly enjoyable game.
Could have added to his tally of titles. The one that he picked up this year was the 5th PDC title of his
64.
career, but yet to make the final on a European Tour stage. This could be a good weekend for Searle, but this is a tough opening hurdle, as we saw yesterday with Watermaner posting one of the handful of tumpless averages that we saw on Friday. This will do his average the world of good.
133.
This starts at double 13.
Require 71.
.54 away, so Tops
Games from the second leg.
gets there again.
Ryan Searle.
Once again, it was a slightly hesitant finish from Ryan Searle, as was the case
Game on.
in the first leg, but it matters not. He's 2-0 up, and Watermaner looks to be in charge of this leg as well, albeit on his throw. Searle really hasn't got going in this leg, needs to
140.
find something from somewhere. That's a bit more like it.
He's just over
58.
10 grand outside the match play places, Jermaine, but he's one of those guys who you feel, do you know what? in the next few weeks, he could be one of those who could make a move. He's playing well enough. May not be good enough to beat Ryan Searle in this one, though, but double top and level the game. And he gets it. Superb stuff from these two. Exclusively 5-visit legs here.
$134.
Now, Jermaine yesterday took this out, and he started on the 16.
100. Jermaine, you acquire 104.
Changes his route, maybe because Searle isn't on a finish.
72.
He'll come back.
Well, he will, but it was almost another 12. Well, the first 12 darts, that would have been the best leg of the match so far.
94. Jermaine, you acquire 32.
But 13 will do, and 13 is exactly what he's got. That is his best leg, emulating the 13 darter from Ryan. Yep, he will have the throw if we do go to a decider. And he's no stranger to those sorts of situations, as Dan highlighted at the very outset of this one. 103 plays 269 minus these. What's he got in the tank here? Plenty, but it might not be enough. Searle at 103 to level things up. Treble 17 for double 16.
71.
Opportunity goes.
Ball. Another. Oh, he couldn't follow it, Jermaine. What a mean if he doesn't get a match dart. Ryan Searle. Take us all the way. Double eights. Double eight. There it is. 15 darter, 5 apiece. Searle in another last leg decider. Twice he's won them. Twice he's lost them on the Euro Tour at this stage. Oh, it's good. It's superb. Plays a safety shot, leaves single to double for the match. Match darts incoming for Ryan Searle. From 5-3 down, he's denied Jermaine Watermaina a match-winning shot. Double top. What a marker.
16.
And he's missed them both.
Well, Watermaina, what a steal this would be. And it's on after the first start, but it's not on after the second. And Ryan Searle, no stranger to 11 leg encounters, is still looking at tops, and he finds it with his second dart in hand. He rounds off with a 17 darter. He won't mind about that. There was so much to admire from both parties in the course of that one. Jermaine Watermaina, I think, will be left to reflect on what might have been. Yeah, he's in that not unique bracket of having become a European champion, having not won a European Tour event. Rob Cross
100
was also a European champion, first and foremost.
$134. Rossi require 87.
Well, this has picked up. Ball 17. Ball 5.
77. Luke, you require 128.
Yeah, 1 from 6 so far for Ross Smith. That'll be something that he'll be aware of and will be not a major concern, but something he'll want to address.
Such a good first dart there. The frustration. And you talk about that instinct of a dart play, not even sure what you need after that.
You require 10.
So get a big wave off Franz Roche. But anyway, Ross Smith a double 5. It was good for Luke Woodhouse in the previous leg. And still on throw after 3.
Game on.
Prior to Martin Schindler this year, Smith was the only player to have beaten Price in Risa since 2017, which is some record, some accolade. Price not here this weekend. Ross Smith is, and Ross Smith is chasing the tail of Luke Woodhouse in this one. There's 280 between them minus these.
90. Luke, you require 160.
That's a list of the elite players that Ross Smith's beat on a European stage this year. Needs the treble. Be careful that I get the right double this time. It's tops.
Definitely tops. And it's definitely the right double for Luke Woodhouse as well. That was more like it. That's the biggest check out of the match. It's a 1-1-6 finale for Luke Woodhouse to level things up at 3 apiece once again. He's kicked off with a treble 20 as well for good measure. The grouping at times, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, well, OK, he's a little bit away, but he's still found the target. And he's really ramming home his authority in this one. 87 plays 303.
His 199th 180 of the year. One more 180. We'll see him hit that 200 magical mark for Ross Smith. And double 18 to put himself in a fabulous position here. Decision to be made. I think he'll split this 18. Big 2 maybe.
71.
Yeah, sensible with Woodhouse fairly adrift on 249. No need to be taking unnecessary risks for Ross Smith. He'll be happy with where he is right now.
59.
Yeah, and the
Rossi
trebles have dried up
16.
to an extent for Woodhouse in this one. But Ross Smith won't want to hang around. He'll want to take care of business. And once again, it's a 13 darter. But he'll be the first to a double. Because Ross Smith is this number 200. There is the milestone.
180.
And the crowd acknowledge it.
At last, she's impressed.
Are you not amused?
Yeah, the way Smith is playing this may have to go, Luke. He's giving it a good go.
139.
Missed start at the bullseye to level things up at 5 apiece, and the all-important elusive first hold of break of throw could be on the cards here. Having racked up his 200th 180, Ross Smith is now looking at a more orthodox 71 now, and he can't find the treble
41.
that would have left double 10.
That will hurt.
25.
I think it deserves to go the distance, this one. Yeah. Won't there be any complaints from anybody?
Oh, he's missed the big number. That's a single 14 to leave 11. So 3 for double 4, you feel here.
There'll be a lot of anger in this start. He's got to get his emotions in check. The biggest start for Luke in this game.
Only 1 dart at double 4 when he could and should have had 2 darts at a double. And that slip up by Luke Woodhouse could prove very costly indeed, because Ross Smith returns and Ross Smith finishes things off with another 13 darts.
But Damon Heta 6 darts from this 167, so no dramas. Treble 18 will be the shot.
431.
Treble 18 will be the one that's hit.
$423.
Takes a big old bite out of it. But it does not matter, because that's a 13 darter. Now, for all the brilliance of Jan van Veen,
And he's changed a throw as well. He was fairly methodical throw, Dame, with all 3 darts. Now, the first dart, he is the bit of the he's an aimer with the first dart, so he'll hold there. But the next 2 is all one rhythm.
93.
Like you said at the beginning, he's tried to change things. Van Veen needs to change something right now. Maybe a check out of 100 is that spark.
Games on the 5th leg, Jan van Veen.
wants an 11 darter after 3 legs of not a great deal from Jan.
Sounds like the strategy this year was get fit.
108.
Oh, he's looking sharp here. It's a third 180. The average has climbed up to 103 for Damon Heta. And Jan van Veen, who said yesterday after his victory against Kevin Trotman, I like playing Damon Heta on these Euro Tour stages. Won't be enjoying this. He's going for the ball. Oh, he's hitting everything. Oh, sinks it. Sinks the pot, Damon Heta.
Beautifully thrown, no reward. Chance here for Van Veen. See, I do like the bullseye. I know I keep harping on about that. Would have guaranteed the 2 darter. 62 he'll fancy though. Will he be back?
Just below that treble 20. So the 18s is an option here. It doesn't need to go. Well, in the end, he's left single to double, so it's good work.
Incredibly important part of this match right now, and the perfect start on the 62 finish, double 16.
46.
Well, it looks inviting. It's just a little tray of tungsten to lay the next dart on, but he couldn't get the job done. Heta tops for 5-3. Gets it. And the Aussie has survived a little scare there.
I'd like Jan to throw first. Game.
Ryan Searle and Jermaine Watermainer put on a show. Ross Smith, Luke Woodhouse, another high-quality encounter. This has been similar, but it is the Aussie #1 who is closing in on a spot in the final day.
Absolute class.
140.
And a great response from the Dutchman. Just doesn't look like missing. You wouldn't think this was for the match. A potential 10-darter. That is exactly what you need to do under high-pressured situations. Van Veen's done his part of the job. Over to the Aussie.
16.
Threatening a four-visit leg, Jan Van Veen. Trying to put on the afterburners, but Damon Heta does not let him, because the Heat wins it with a stunning 10-dart leg to knock him out of European Tour events this year. So there's 3 of the 5.
89. James, you require 96.
Yeah, and it won't get any easier for, or potentially won't get any easier for Wade if he gets through this one as well, because he could face Dave Chisnell, the defending champion, in round 3 tomorrow. Cullen's gone the wrong side there.
James Wade is bossing this game at the minute, but he's not doing it with his finishing. He is totally outscoring Joe Cullen. Let me see this off. Double 4. Is found.
James Wade. Today is Joe to throw first.
Doing enough just about on the scoring, although Cullen,
140.
yeah, set himself high standards here. He's frustrated that he couldn't add a little bit more to his tally there.
Gets down to a 2-darter there, Wade. Hang on the 19. It's another in there. Would have left double 18.
Well, let's see how Wade's finishing is on this occasion.
96.
Should, or we'll be hoping at least to get 1 dart at a double. Well, he won't.
56. Joe, you require 32.
Joe Cullen has been allowed to come back into this match and level, and it's because that has to be a 180. It has to be. Finally, he's got one. It has taken him 7.5 legs, but Joe Cullen, who'd been threatening, has finally got his first max.
Yeah, not just a max, but a very timely one as well. It's just given him the advantage in this leg on the Wade throw, and he's looking to build on it here. Oh, my word, hasn't he built on it as well? That is a marvellous piece of approach play from Joe Cullen, and once again he's left himself double 8, and this is for a 10-darter, and this is for a real hammer blow for James Wade as well.
60. Joe requires 16.
So a 10-darter from Heta. Now we see a 10-darter from Cullen. Puts him in charge of this match. He will throw to win it 6-3.
Seems a little bit lost out there.
He squeeze one in to leave double 16. He can't, but Wade needs to fill this up to get to a finish. And he's not going to do it. So Joe Cullen is being given a free pass to wrap this one up.
140. Joe requires 72.
Yep. Plenty of darts in hand, plenty of time as well for Joe Cullen. Oh, well, he'll need those darts now after that one.
Bloke averaging 98, who's barely put a foot wrong for the past few legs, has missed the big 20 by about an inch.
Joe requires 32.
He still gets match darts for 6-3. Joe Cullen does wrap it up. He won 6 of the last 7 legs there. James Wade started off very promisingly.
An opportunity nevertheless for Mike Ken Hoven, but he's got work to do in this first leg already. Cross with the advantage of throwing first. I suspect it won't come down to who was successful backstage on the bull.
55.
That's the kind of dart he's going to need to produce.
Rob, you acquire 125.
Cross on the 125. Will start centre of the board. Needs the treble 20. Absolutely sublime start to this 125 finish. And the conclusion is not very too bad either.
No doubt gratefully accepted, actually. But by the same token, I mean, you mentioned those early exits in Hildesheim this week. Can't really afford to have too many more of those. Lost both matches that he played. Just the one quarter-final on the Pro Tour last year. Cross is looking at the big fish when he returns.
Good board management there. Surprised he stopped. I think he was expecting to hit the 25 and would have gone straight to the treble 20 there. A little bit of magic maybe.
Yeah, this would be a real heartbreaker for Ken Hoven, but Rob Cross is not going to take out the 170, and Ken Hoven with a very manageable 76.
Mike, you require 76.
Yeah, really important moment in the match for Mike here. He'll expect a dart or a double. He'll be hoping for 2. It is 2, so it's in his hands for double 8. Stay there, of course. Can he kiss it off? No, he can't. Chance for Cross for his beloved double 18.
Yeah, massive let-off for Rob Cross. Really should be 2 apiece, but can't find the double. Double 9 though for Cross. Awkward, doesn't like it. That's good cover switching though. When you're such an exponent of double 18, you tend to be well versed in the art of double 9 as well.
Yeah, he's got a fantastic relationship with his manager, and I often tell the story of the way he sort of mentors him as well, sort of sits behind him when he practicing, nodding his head when Rob's playing well, because Rob did have a real dip in form, and I put a lot of that down to the support and help he got from his manager at the time as well. Rob, yes, is doing the business on the stage. Sometimes you just need that arm around the shoulder. And right now, Cross is looking great.
Yeah, well, he's got 6 darts from here as well, but yeah, he's having a think about it. Does he want to just inject a little bit of pace? I think he's going to go for it. And it all paid dividends in style there for Rob Cross. And that's a real hammer blow for Mike Ken Hoven. A second ton plus checkout for Rob Cross, and a real show-stopping moment as well.
Mike, you require 136.
He's been here before in the 136. This time the first dart doesn't go on the desired target. Can he set it up? Well,
84.
Yes it is, but a big chance for Cross.
Well, options here for Rob Cross. Double 12 is the way forward. That's just nudged the inside of the wire. That is 3 match darts that have come and gone now for Rob Cross. Make that 4. 72. And the longer this goes on, you just never know, Glenn. It might just begin to play on the mind of Rob Cross.
Yeah, I was thinking exactly the same. Ken Hoven once again probably thought his campaign was over, but here he is, back on tops. There's the marker.
32. Rob, you require 6.
Well, 2 missed opportunities to extend the match for Ken Hoven. 4 missed match darts already for Rob Cross. He's now looking at double 3. And he gets there with his 6th match dart. Rob Cross, I think in the end, glad to get over the line, although on the evidence of the match as a whole, it was very, very impressive indeed.
Honestly, so deadly on the doubles usually.
And Mentor Suljevic, of course, a soft-tip player who became a major champion in steel-tip darts. It just feels like he's constantly a visit ahead, Ricardo, in this game.
81.
Yeah, for the fear of repeating myself, like I say, this is the ideal game for him. Everything's been on the upward trajectory really for Ricardo since he became a professional player. He's my favourite story for Ricardo was an exhibition. Sat in the crowd and absolutely blitzed Dimitri with darts like this. I don't think he'll hit the 1 this time. Tops for a 3-0 lead.
Games on the 3rd leg. Ricardo Piacheczko.
3-0, double break. This game is only going one way unless something changes rather dramatically, because Moritz is averaging that high 70s that he produced against Matty Tennant.
All of a sudden the philosophy changes, and yeah, the best thing to do is just leave that to others and try and focus on what you're doing today, Ricardo. And the way he's playing, this 1-4-4 could go. It's not going to.
'62.
Well, needs a treble just to get to a finish.
52.
And he's not got it.
Ricardo, you
So
require
Ricardo Pietrezco
82.
get another break of throw. Oh, plum. And a peach, 5-0. Ricardo Pietrezco, a man who has suffered a couple of whitewash defeats in the last few days.
It's typical when the game is over. You suddenly start feeling relaxed and you start thinking to yourself, where were you?
Oh, it's on. Oh, how about this? Oh, just outside for the 1-2-9 to seal it with a ton-plus finish. Would have been his second of the match, but he will be back with more match darts.
Yeah, really sensible play there from Ricardo. I like the treble 16 and
57.
just not to be for Meric.
Ricardo, you require 24.
So for a 6-0 win. Biggest win of the afternoon.
Not to be.
Moritz, you require 120.
Only 2 darts at a double for Moritz. Can he get himself down to a double? He needs the treble.
78. Ricardo, you require 12.
Well, he's had 4 darts to win the match already. 5, 6 and 7 coming up. And it's number 6 that does it. Piece of cake for Pikachu to round off the afternoon session.